The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
You don't need to use an oversized AI model for everything, just like you don't need to use an axe to slice a cake. Find out how smaller models can deliver the right results and help cut AI costs up to 90% at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM. Great solos don't make a symphony. In music or AI, get AI that's in tune with your business at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
New Vitamin Water Zero Sugar Pineapple Passion Fruit is packed with vitamins, just like the amount of peas we packed in that sentence. It's packed like your tote bag, the one you stole from your ex, or your overpriced half a studio apartment, or extra rushed rush hour traffic. Packed like your calendar, triple booked at 5, of course. Grab a Vitamin Water. Did we mention it's packed with vitamins?
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
Is anyone out there?
Another salesperson enduring the endless search. Exhausting. If you want to get right to the right conversations, you need LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Whether you're looking for new leads or strengthening existing relationships at your top accounts, get right to the right conversations with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Try LinkedIn Sales Navigator now with a free 60-day trial at linkedin.com/trial. That's linkedin.com/trial.
Terms and conditions apply!
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hey, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
Hi, guys. On today's episode, we are recapping The Valley. I have a lot to say about that. Before we recap The Valley, you guys, y'all, we scare me sometimes because we have been following the Diddy case. And Chantel, we've gotten some, reviews about me saying Suge's name wrong. I guess it's pronounced Suge. And watch me still be saying it wrong. And then I think someone was like, weren't you born in America? And you guys can't pronounce things. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because y'all be scaring me.
I got so mad. There was someone because you can write comments on Spotify. You can't do that on Apple, which thank God. I'm almost.
No, it's not. Thank God. We got a lot of reviews on Apple about mispronouncing.
Oh, so maybe it would be maybe it would be nice then if they did it.
Yeah.
But on Spotify, someone went so crazy, and then I chat GPT the response because I was like, I was gonna write such a crazy response, and I was like, let me make it sound nicer. So I chat GPT'd it, and I was like, if you want to listen to a legal, someone who knows legal words, go to another podcast.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You have we're definitely not in that industry. We're learning things just like everyone else is, and we've been requested to do this. So we're doing it as best as we can. And you guys all know that I cannot pronounce shit for shit. I'm sorry. It's just who I am as a human. So, there's no excuses. I just can't. So I don't know, but yeah, if you're listening to this, go ahead and write us a nice review on Apple. We would really, really appreciate it. If there is some feedback, that's totally fine. Give us the feedback. Cause now I'm going to listen to how names are pronounced beforehand because I want to be better. So I will, but you don't need to put 2 stars or 1 star for that. Damn.
It's funny though. I really do.
You guys whoa.
I know. It's funny though, because I really do love like reading reviews from people that are not like from the Bravo world. So like if they just randomly happen to like pop up on our podcast or listen to things, like for example, I don't know if you know this, I was texting you last night, but like all of our Jerseylicious interviews are going like viral again on YouTube. So like we're getting so many comments and like some of them are hilarious. Someone's like, you interviewers suck, but then they started saying nice comments on another video. And I'm like, we can see these things. Like it's just so crazy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, because a lot of like Jerseylicious stuff has been going viral on TikTok, and there's commenters who are like, "You must listen to the All About Terry H podcast."
Oh, no
And
wonder
so,
I was
yeah,
wondering why. Like I was getting so many notifications on it.
yeah. Make sure that you guys join us on Patreon. If you haven't, don't do it through the app. It'll charge you more. We have 2 episodes coming out there. We are discussing Lauren Manzo stuff, but we'll have an episode on here talking about it, but we're going to be talking about a little bit more with the whole veto stuff on that episode. So definitely join us on Patreon. We have a great community. We're always like, we have chats and everything. So we're always like AOLing basically. Like back in the day, you know how there was AOL. So it's a really fun place to be. But let's talk Valley, you guys. So Valley came on yesterday, and Nia is I also got shitted on for saying Nia wrong. So on Apple, I'm like, damn, man. But anyways, you guys, the internet is crazy. And let me tell you why. So Jasmine obviously has this thing about Nia and Danny and, about feeling away, which is completely valid, about Danny touching her. But I also think when you know someone and you know their character and you know it's not like them, like Chantal, right now, if you drink and you did something that's so unlike you, I know you're a character and I know you're not that person. So I'm not going to keep harping on it, But, she doesn't see it that way. But the internet is crazy. I didn't realize that Jasmine was on The Bachelor. And Nick Viall has now come into the Bravo world. I don't like Nick, but he's come into the Bravo world because, he wants content and whatever. So I'm surprised that it's never been brought up what Jasmine did to Nick. Chantal, are you aware of what Jasmine did to Nick?
I don't remember her at all, and I watched all of Nick's like seasons.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I have to mute my thing. Your mic just did this really weird thing, by the way, that we were talking about earlier, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
So
not on, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's doing it. So whatever, take it off and put it on a different setting. Maybe, I don't know. But anywho, so she was on his thing and she was so fucking cringe. Okay. There's videos now circulating. You have to like go watch it right now, Chantal, on TikTok. And again, Nick is vile, but Jasmine was even more vile on the show. So there's a scene where she's being extremely inappropriate. She's choking him and the internet's going off on her because he's so extremely uncomfortable. And people are saying, Danny, apologize. Have you apologized for how you put your hands on Nick? Because Nick repeatedly kept telling her, no, he doesn't want to be choked. And she kept doing it. It is probably one of those things where you will like be sleeping at night and you just think about when you did that. And you're like, I can't believe I did that. That's so embarrassing. But
I need to see this. I will die.
you really do. It's so crazy. So Jasmine says she's still affected by what happened with Danny, despite his repeated apologies. And she's frustrated, she's frustrated that he's frustrated that it's being brought up. And her response is like, I can bring it up until the day I die. And at the same time, there's been no public apology for the moment she made Nick Viall visibly uncomfortable by choking him on The Bachelor. And what just gets me about the whole thing is the hypocrisy. I don't understand why Jasmine is not letting it go, especially when there's a clip of her on The Bachelor putting her hands on someone's neck and he's said no multiple times. If I had that on the internet, I'm going to let this go just because I know his character. Now, if Jesse did this, I wouldn't let it go and it would trigger me because of so many other things. But because I know Danny's character, she can't move past Danny touching her leg. And it's like, his character, his family. This just, it just sounds like it's a storyline. I could be wrong. This honestly might be really triggering her. And I would understand if it was. But just how she acted when Nia left tells me otherwise from that dinner. And it's like, I don't trust her motives.
No, I completely agree, and I think that's such a good point about you bringing up like Danny's like personality. The only, and especially now that we know this thing about the Snig Vile thing, like I'm dying. I need to see this 100%. But
Okay.
I think that when it comes to when she explains it, like, you could never do this to like a married woman, like that's when I feel bad for her because I'm like, oh my God, like that does make sense. But I do agree that it's because it was Danny and like he like had one bad moment maybe and like he's usually not that type of guy, then like why can't you give him a pass after he's apologized twice now?
Yeah. So Janet's husband meets up with Daniel and they're dragging the F out of this whole thing. And Janet's husband is like, Jason, he's like, you were so drunk. You couldn't even make food. And I'm just like, what is happening? And then Jason is hypocritical because last week he said it was not a big deal. And now he's agreeing with Janet saying something bigger is going on. And imagine people making an issue when you drink and then saying you can't even cook food. I mean,
No, especially, no, this is where I would get so mad. This whole group of people are drunks. They all drink. They're all crazy. They all were getting wasted. It's not like I'm the only one doing this and no one else is doing this in this house.
then he brings up the Jasmine thing and he's like, he literally says to him, he's like, you haven't even taken responsibility for the Jasmine thing and how she felt. And he's like, no, I absolutely did. And the thing about Daniel is he's super receptive. Like, he's like, oh my gosh, does she think that? Like, I will talk to her. By the way, I'm walking downstairs because my DoorDash just came. So,
Oh, wow.
wow. Yeah. Sorry. I needed to get that because I'm scared like bugs will touch it, It was outside of my porch. But anyways, okay, back to the recap. But anyways, yeah, so I don't even know what I said. I just got distracted.
You were just saying, especially he was like, you need to take responsibility, and especially Daniel, you said Daniel something. But the one thing I do want to say about this scene is like, to me, like I was really annoyed with him not like sticking up for himself even more. Like he was like allowing Jason, like little old Jason, like come after him so hard, and I was like, stick up for yourself, explain yourself even harder, and say like, where is this coming from? Say like you just agreed with me last week, like instead of saying it in the confessionals. Like I think he was so taken aback by it that he was caught off guard. But I was like, stick up for yourself because like I wanted to go through the screen and slap Jason.
I think he was, I agree with you. I think that Daniel was just so shocked and that's what it was. I really do.
Okay, now Roxanne opening up her DoorDash. And
oh my God, you heard me?
Yes. Like, what do you take a bite when you're talking?
No, I wanted the cookie. I told you guys Potbelly has the best.
Oh my gosh.
Oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, you guys. I'm sorry. So I wanted a cookie, Jesus. But yeah, I didn't know you could hear that, but I should have known. Anyways, we're gonna get a review that's like Roxanne's eating a fucking cookie during the Valley recap, and that pissed me off. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, what else happened throughout the episode?
Well, we have the whole Brittany and Jack situation.
Oh, actually,
okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry because my computer went
out. Okay, Roxanne's a hot mess.
What I realized in this episode is we don't need Jax because my ass forgot about him. So, and then Brittany saying that she wishes Jax was still in jail was unhinged, but I totally get it because he just brings so much, I don't know, like negativity towards her. And it's like, just be locked up, bro. Like life is so much easier when you're locked up.
It's, you know what? It's, that's crazy. But I feel like for someone like Brittany, it's like, she does need like the court system to like make sure that they can only text through like a certain, number. And like, it's like, she needs to get it to that level because he's not listening to her. He's still very much trying to control her. And it's like, she's not taking the next steps to really protect her peace and protect like her life. And she needs to do that.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. So Daniel meets with Jasmine and her girl, Melissa. It's Melissa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone's making me now doubt things. His hope is to feel that they are heard. Like he wants them to feel heard. And he's going in there again with pure intentions. And it triggers Jasmine because she says she feels she always has to defend her relationship. And she doesn't need a sorry. She says in her confessional, like, I don't need a sorry, but I want him to know how it made me feel. And I think she did express that initially when he apologized. And that's why he called and he did all the steps. And it ended up on a good note. And Jasmine was like, I'm always there for you and Nia. And I was like, bye, girl.
No, never would come to you. So thank you so much.
It's so interesting when people like shit on your life and then say like, I'll always be there for you, as if like we're dumb enough to come to you. You showed yourself you're the last person I would come to,
Exactly.
but okay, bet. So Kristen and Luke are updating Jesse on what's happened with the whole Daniel situation. And Kristen spills more tea. She's like, Jason is the least person to get so worked up when he doesn't even keep his ring on. And it sounds like everyone in the group has said Jason takes his ring off. And the source is actually Zach and Jasmine, which Jasmine is very good with Janet. So I thought that was very interesting. And it's obvious. First off, Zach and Jasmine are so fucking messy.
Oh my God. I was just going to say, those are the troublemakers of this like crew.
Jesse was like, honestly, I don't think the ring stuff is like, I think it's stupid because when I went to the gym, I didn't wear my ring. And I'm like, ew, red motherfucking flag, you fucking weirdo.
I know, but I do see like a lot of people take off their rings for like things like that. And some girls do too. No, I do see people do that.
Nope, I don't care. That's a red flag to me, especially like when you're like, in that age, like you're younger and you take your ring off to go to the gym. Why does your ring need to come off to go to the gym? Why is your ring affecting you?
But because it does when you're like deadlifting, it hits your ring. So like, what if like you're just taking it off in the locker room?
Obviously takes off his ring because
I don't think he does. I don't even pay attention though, but like, no, I don't think he does. But like, I know girls do, like you literally hit your ring. It's like, you don't want it to get it messed up. You don't even wear your ring, Roxanne. So what are we defending here?
I really don't wear my ring, but to be fair,
she doesn't even have a band. Like she doesn't wear anything. So like you're out here shopping at Target thinking you're a single mom.
I know, but honestly, I have kept my band on. I
haven't seen that.
But I will say for years I didn't wear my ring, but really because I just don't like the feeling of jewelry on me. So, no, Chantal, my band is on always now. And my husband started getting annoyed about it. And he's like, you need to wear your ring because he knows that I would murder him if he didn't wear his ring. But I have no interest in society, in others. Like, I'm not looking at others. Like, I don't even want to look at anyone in general. I want to go to sleep. Like, I'm not interested. So it's like if I don't wear it, it's like honestly fair. I'm not like sitting there going to the gym, working out in my cute little outfit. No, I'm sleeping in my bed. So I know,
but I think the whole point is that like someone not wearing their ring for certain situations doesn't mean like they're out here trying to thaw, like both men and women. Like I agree with Jesse when it's like, okay, Jesse's a red flag, but it's like that doesn't mean anything. He wasn't the one cheating. Like he sometimes didn't wear his ring. That doesn't mean that something's wrong with the relationship.
It just creates an environment that doesn't need to happen. But honestly, I come across very hypocritical. So I can't win this argument because of what
Let me tell you, if you're out with your boys and you don't have your ring on and you're out at the bar, like that's a problem. Like that's something. But like if you're at the gym, if you're, like running errands, stuff like that.
But no, because I think the gym is a place where men pick up girls like want men to look at them, and sometimes that's not the case, but like if you're single, you might want that. So I don't know. That's just my theory in it, but it's party time and we see Lala and it's just not needed. It's really not. Nothing against Lala, but it really isn't, you guys. I don't know. I don't get it.
I think the way that they like introduce them in the show too is just like weird. So it's like, I don't think it is needed. I don't think like what they bring and what we've seen so far is like, we don't need your opinion. I think at this point, like the rest of the cast has gotten it.
So it's like so late in the game, so unnecessary. It's like how they brought Phaedra in towards the end of Atlanta. Like at this point, we're checked out. Like we don't even care. We're checked out of this whole Atlanta thing. So I just think, and we didn't even recap the last Atlanta episode because I thought the Atlanta episode was that bad, but it's just so unnecessary. It's not needed. But throughout the episode, Jason is literally wrecked. And it's all because he listened to his wife. Janet probably got in his ear about Daniel's drinking, pushed him to say something. And now he's feeling awful because deep down, he knew he had no business coming for his friend like that. And he approaches Daniel and he says, like, I value our friendship. I was over the top. And he's like, I know I was wrong. And you could just tell, like, he truly is distraught. And can you imagine how much fighting was happening at home? How Jason probably was so resentful towards Janet because he's like, I don't even know why I acted like that towards my friend because of you.
It's just funny the way he was like, I haven't eaten, I haven't slept. I'm like, okay, are you okay?
But because like it was honestly so out of his character.
I know.
So he was like, why did I just do that? Like, why did I just do that? I don't know. Yeah.
But that's why Danny is such a good guy. He was just like, I forgive you. Like, that's like what you should be doing. It's like, fine. Like, now I'm going to watch you, but I forgive you. It's fine.
Yeah. And I think he absolutely will. Like, I think his friendship didn't change. I think I wish that's how a lot of the women reacted in these situations,
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Llegaron los nuevos McCrispy Strips, listos para aventurarse en la mezcla de mayo ketchup, la barbecue que quedó en el fondo de la cajita, Hot Fudge Sundae y en la nueva Creamy Chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Los nuevos McCrispy Strips, ahora en McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Get into your body's vitals with the Vitals app on Apple Watch.
I wanna get into my body and let my skin do the talking. I wanna feel like I'm myself again.
The Vitals app tracks key overnight metrics so you can spot changes in your health before you feel them. The Vitals app on Apple Watch. iPhone XS or later required. The Vitals app is for wellness purposes only and not for medical use.
Are you still quoting 30-year-old movies? Have you said cool beans in the past 90 days? Do you think Discover isn't widely accepted? If this sounds like you, you're stuck in the past. Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. And every time you make a purchase with your card, you automatically earn cash back. Welcome to the now. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
All right, here we go.
New Phineas and Ferb is here.
We're back, baby.
For 104 more days.
I know what we're going to do today.
Of summer vacation.
I am ready for summer shenanigans. Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
All right. We're going to bust Phineas and Ferb once and for all.
Are we going to do this again?
New inventions, shenanigans, innators, adventures, and songs.
Brand new summer vacation.
New Phineas and Ferb starts June 5th on Disney Channel and next day on Disney Plus on DisneyPlus.Disney.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
This episode is brought to you by Tic Tac. Summer tastes like Tic Tac. Tantalize your taste buds this sunny season with citrus adventure and orange. 2 everyday flavors that bring summer in every. Tic Tac Citrus Adventure is a yummy, vibrant medley of lemon, lime, and mandarin. And Tic Tac Orange is the perfect mix of tangy and sweet. Visit us at Tic Tac USA on social to refresh your summer with Tic Tac.
You're the perfect blend of elegance and style, and your ride should be no different. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid meets all your needs, from business to brunch and everywhere in between. With head-turning details like a sleek front end, plus stylish interior, and an available 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and seamless tech integration. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more about the new 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid.
Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. The NBA playoffs are here, and Michelob Ultra is getting you closer to the game than ever with courtside seats and more. Enter now at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access Courtside 2024 to 2025 sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 or older. Ends on July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/superior access/courtside for free entry deadlines and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
Summer's here, and you can now get almost anything you need for your sunny days delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a well-groomed lawn delivered, but you can get a chicken parmesan delivered. A cabana? That's a no. But a banana? That's a yes. A nice tan? Sorry, nope. But a box fan? Happily, yes. A day of sunshine? No. A box of fine wines? Yes. Uber Eats can definitely get you that. Get almost anything delivered with Uber Eats. Order now. Alcohol in select markets. Product availability may vary by region. See app for details.
This episode is brought to you by PetSmart. Stop by for Yappy Hour with your pet at PetSmart. Save $5 on walk-in grooming services like nail trims, ear cleaning, brushing, and more. No appointment needed every weekday from 2 to 6 p.m. And while you're there, Yappy Hour includes exclusive in-store deals like 25% off pet toys. Visit services.petsmart.com/grooming to learn more.
ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track. And ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
So Jesse goes and says hello to Lala, and Lala goes in on him. What did you think about that?
I just think it was like a lot too soon, you know? It's like, she's like, I'm a girl's girl. And it's like, okay. Yeah, it's like, I'm a girl's girl. And, you know, the way you talk to, because like Jesse was like, oh, like he was being so nice. Like, you know, how's your pregnancy? Like, I wish I had more kids. She's like, really? You know, it's like, it's just too much, like too much too soon. It's like none of your business at this point.
Again, and so what Lala brought in there was like too much for the show. Like, you're doing this for the show. You're doing this to look good because obviously like it's a good thing to be a girl's girl. And it's like, you're doing too much and we just saw you. So you need to step back. There's already been a season going on, like step back. And it's just weird because again, they're like, if I was coming in on a show mid-season, I'm not going to come in so hot for someone. And Jesse absolutely probably deserves it, but it's just weird. And then Lala's like, I have zero interest in this conversation. And Sheena comes like her backup dancer. And it was like, they were just reaching and she's like, I don't care to talk to you or ever speak to you. And I'm just like, okay, please exit. Why are you here?
And why are you on the show? Like, don't come on the show if you're gonna.
Yeah. Don't come on the show if you're about to say to someone who is the OG of the show, I have no interest in you. Like, I don't care to talk to you. Then why are you on his show? Because at the end of the day, it's his show versus yours. So girl, like coming in way too strong and it's so inauthentic.
It's just crazy because like we always sometimes see Schwartz like come on the show and he's always chill and like a good time and like obviously he's not a main character, but it's like he comes in the right way and it's like I don't know how these two are gonna be because they're more of like gonna be the main characters and like actually part of the show.
Your mic is making you have different sounds where you sound like you inhaled the balloon.
Oh my god, really? Why is this doing this?
No, that's okay. That would go ahead.
I hate doing it in my car. I'm in my car right now. But I was saying, like, I wish that they were just
okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I just wish that they came in more chill, like a Schwartz, instead of saying, like, I need to come in and make sure the show is gonna be good and bring the drama. It's like it's not needed just yet. Is it still happening?
Is anyone else noticing that she's going like light pitched? Like she's like, yeah, it's just that it is good. Like it's just she's going. I'm sorry, but what a shit show of an episode. You guys do not come for us this episode. Jesse tells Jason that Kristen is going to approach him about something. And I thought that was weird of Jesse telling Jason because I feel like Kristen has had Jesse's back for the most part.
Yeah, no, I thought it was messed up for sure.
Like, Jesse, you're lucky that we're even agreeing with you. So don't even go at Kristen like that. Jason looks so nervous about what the allegation might be from Kristen. And then he came across so relieved when it turned out just to be about him taking off his ring, which he denies. But it makes you wonder what he thought was going to come out. Like, he was like, that was it? That's what Kristen's going to come for me? Okay, like, that's nothing. And I'm just like, wait, is there something that you're hiding?
Yeah.
I'm so confused by your reaction. I don't know. But he just genuinely looks so nervous. Janet is like, Janet's very annoyed. She's like, everything comes from Kristen. Does my husband look like someone who would do that? And Kristen gives no fucks. And she's like, you're going to come for Nia and Daniel, who literally, it's so unwarranted. I'm going to come for you. And Janet's like, you need to apologize. And Janet says there will never be any info that comes out about her husband before she knows about it. And even when they go on vacation, she puts an AirTag on him, which really makes you question things about their relationship. Because if anyone is trying to portray a perfect relationship, it is Janet and Jason. I don't even think it's Jason. You can see there's cracks there with Jason because he doesn't agree with Janet when she's not there. But Janet's trying to portray this perfection relationship coming for Nia and Daniel because she thinks that's what they're doing. But here you are putting an AirTag on your husband when he goes on vacation and openly admitting it.
And the way she was like holding his hand throughout the whole conversation, it was like, just trying to appear so strong as a couple. We're crazy. And like, I would never do the AirTag situation. So like, that's like really wild.
No, I wouldn't do the AirTag situation. I would say put your location on, but I mean, that's it. I'm not about to do the AirTag situation. But me and my husband already have each other's location. But we also have like 4 kids, so.
I think a lot of people that have kids have their,
That's so normal. But I don't know. Hers was very red flag weird, especially the way he reacted to this. I will say I'm kind of, again, tired of the Jax and Brittany stuff. Like, it's weird that I don't really care. And, but I understand like Brittany's frustrations that she found out that Jax he came back from the thing. Like, he almost wanted to work things out with Brittany, but then we find out he released, or he leased a place next to Schwartz. And then that he hadn't paid his bills since May. And that if he hadn't paid his bill since May, because they owe $14,000 a month, Chantel, in rent, or not in rent, in their mortgage.
Yeah, in their mortgage.
So she said that if he hasn't paid it and it's left on her, that they owe $100,000 by now.
That's crazy.
That's
I mean,
so
like,
fucked up.
This is when you get the courts involved. Like, you need to start doing your due diligence, like hire a lawyer, figure it out, because why are you allowing this guy to dictate all your financials and all these things and allow him to do all these things that he wants?
So fucked up. Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. So yeah, let us know what you guys think about the Valley. I wanted to talk about this because this is honestly crazy. So the Chrisleys have it. This is a side note. They've been pardoned. And what's so crazy is, Chantel, literally like one night, it was like 4 days ago, I could not fall asleep. And I've always seen like scenes from the Chrisley show. And I never Todd Chrisley, and I never really paid attention to it. And I don't know why 4 days ago, I started watching it. And then I went into this loophole of they have this daughter named Chloe that they adopted. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, let me learn about this. Then I found out it's actually their granddaughter that they adopted and raised. And I just started looking up all their TikTok clips, and everyone loves fucking the Chrisleys. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, everyone loves these people, and they love Todd Chrisley and all this stuff. And then I looked up when they're getting released, and I'm like, I wonder when they're getting released. I don't know much about the case, so don't come at me. I don't know because
I know because we talked about this, and when I told you maybe a year ago, I randomly started listening to Savannah's podcast, which is their daughter, and she just went in on the whole case and like how all these things that like are fraudulent, and like she's the one that's taking care of Chloe and like the son, the youngest son. And like, I just felt so, and I used to watch the Chrisleys growing up. Like, I think all the time. I know everything. They have so much drama, even with their oldest daughter.
Yeah, and their oldest son, who is Chloe's dad.
Correct. But those two are not the mom's kids. They're just the dad's. Yeah. So like, and now
they said that they were behind Todd going to prison, by the way. I don't know if that's
like they're probably the ones that like fed information, especially the daughter. And the oldest daughter, I don't know her name, but she used to have a podcast with that girl from Teen Mom 2. I think it's the one that has like five boys.
Caitlin.
Caitlin. I think it's
not Caitlin. Wait, no. What's her name?
It starts with a K though. Caitlin, whatever her name is. Javi's baby mama, the mommy. Yeah. They had a podcast together for the longest time. Like, they literally started podcasts, those two. Like, before no one had podcasts, they had one. And she would just talk so much shit about the family all the time.
I hate people like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Who just like air out their family drama when you genuinely hate the person.
Yeah. But the dad was supposed to come out in 2032, and then the mom was supposed to come out in 2028. And they've already served like 2.5 years of in prison, and they've done appeals. The biggest thing was the mom was most likely gonna get shortened sentence, not come out. But it is crazy, like that all of this happened, you guys, because of Savannah. It literally is because of
That's what I'm
Savannah.
reading. Like a lot of people are like, I do not fuck with Trump at all, but Savannah rode for her parents and like she deserved this. And like everyone said that Savannah fought like no daughter like
Not,
did, like, you know, and all this.
yes,
So I was like, oh my gosh.
she became like, she was nothing into politics. Like she was into like, you know, just like some business stuff. And like, but when her parents went to jail, she made it her mission to become into the political world, into the reform world, making sure no one goes to like, she started doing laws with like, you know, Georgia state, because like I think they're from Atlanta area, or like, or the Georgia area. She made sure to become like, get so close with all the political figures to help not just her parents but other people. So then other people started riding for her. I'm sure there's money. And then she rode so hard for Trump's election that I was like, there is no way if Trump does not get elected, he's not going to pardon them. And look what happens. He pardons them.
Was there some injustice during the case? Like when I was reading comments from people, they were like, absolutely agree. There was so much bullshit that they kind of like used them as an example, just like how they used Teresa Giudice as an example. So Teresa should never went behind bars. Like, I don't give a shit what you say. If you guys think Teresa should go behind bars, like right now, let's say Mauricio Umansky did something, that's saying that Kyle should, because Kyle said she signs everything and has never once looked at what her husband does.
Yeah. So basically the same thing. But they had a business partner, and their business partner did a lot of fraud shit. And like, this is maybe where they messed up too. Like they would sign off on things. He would forge a lot of their signatures though as well. So it wasn't just like signing off on things. He would forge a lot of the signatures. This was like Todd's best friend and very close person for a long time. And then when they started getting like the FBI involved or something, he basically like gave them everything, emails, all these things, and he didn't go to jail. Like he got like saved because like he gave in all this information, but a lot of the information though was like fraudulent. And then the sentencing was just injustice. Like what the sentencing was is like something would never happen to just like any local person. So that's like where a lot of it was just messed up. That one, a lot of it was fraudulent. Like if you even look into the case, like they didn't even do half the things that they went to jail for. So that's like why it was actually even crazy.
Wow.
And you know what? They did their time. So like, if I'm sure they did do some stuff, like I don't think that they're 100% not guilty. Like I do think they probably did some shady stuff. Everyone always wondered, how did they have all this money and how did they have all these things? But I think right now, for, you know, going to jail for 2.5 years, like I think it's okay for them to come out. I'm sure they've learned their lesson and they're good to go.
Yeah. So crazy. I heard that he slept with his business partner. Like his business partner accused that too.
I mean, they say that, and like, you know, the one thing with Todd Chrisley is like everyone always says he's gay, and you know they all just call him flamboyant and all these things, but no one knows the truth. There's never been one picture.
Do you think he's gay?
I don't know. It's like I don't want to say yes or no. Like we just never saw anything come out other than his business partner saying that, and
that's kind of a big accusation that his business partner says we were sleeping with each other. I don't know.
I know, but the business partner said a lot of other things too.
I know. Yeah. So crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm just happy for the mom. Like, I feel like the mom got so fucking screwed over, which is so crazy. The mom always gets screwed over. And I'm just so like, I don't like, I never like followed, but I swear to God, from those 4 days ago, I was like, I need to watch this show. Like, I need to fucking watch it. Cause then I started watching like the first season. And then when they met Chloe, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. The way he like is obsessed with Chloe and Chloe could do no wrong. I was like, this is so fucking cute. So I do want to watch the show.
What's really messed up too is like the way that the dad went to jail. Like they put him in a very crazy jail, and like they didn't do that to the mom, which obviously is nice. But like there were so many times where like even the mom, like when she was getting her appeal, the way they treated her through the transit, like having to be in the airplane with a bunch of like guys who had murderers, like just crazy stuff. And like that's like the stuff that like is so hard, you know, on them, is like the injustice of like certain things, you know, because like you're basically in the jail. Like I think Todd is in the jail with rapists and murderers, and it's just so nuts. It's so nuts.
When they I know I heard there was this guy that I saw on TikTok, and he's like, I'm waiting outside of the jail right now to watch them get out, and everyone's like, Todd will not let anyone see him until he gets Botox, and I was dying.
yeah,
and I was like just dying about that. But I am so like, because like you can just tell, man, like the Savannah, like you can tell she really fought for her dad. And I love anyone who fights for their child or their parent, you know? And now I'm like, I am so intrigued. Like I want to watch the whole thing. I want them to start filming. I cannot wait for their reality show. Cause you already know, cause just a few days ago it was announced that Lifetime picked up, which like who watches Lifetime? I'm sorry. Like that's like a dead network, but Lifetime picked up a show like based on the kids. And I hope that gets scrapped. And then a different network picks up all of them. So I don't know. I'm really interested because I kind of want to do a rewatch. I don't know where I could watch it, but I'll find it.
I'm sure they're everywhere, and like someone who recorded them before is going to put it out now too, because this is a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all that we have for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. Be sure to write us a nice review. Okay. And we love you guys. Have a good week. Bye guys.
Bye guys.